Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Safwan, and today I'll be going through Power Pages web roles and how to customize view based on the user's web role. So I have set up a couple of browsers and they're basically emulating different user scenarios. This one on the far right, I've got a user that hasn't signed in yet. This one, I've got a user which has signed in but doesn't have any web roles assigned to it other than the authenticated web role, which is default. This one on the top left, it has an internal user web role. This one bottom left has an external user web role, and the bottom middle one has an admin web role. Now they're all on the same page in my portal or Power Pages, and basically in this page I've got different texts that I have, and I want to show only one of these texts based on the user's web role. So you can see that I've got admin, internal, external, authenticated, and unauthenticated user views. So I have already signed into my accounts for this example. And the first thing to do if you want to customize the view based on the web role is go to your Design Studio and click the VS Code editor. This would open up the VS Code editor on your browser. And what I've done is added a liquid code called user.roles. And this will give me all of the web roles that has been assigned to the user. Now you can see that this is the text that shows up in red. And this means that in your web roles under your portal management, the authenticated user role is turned on. So what you want to do is you want to turn off this authenticated user roles for all of the web roles that you have available except for this authenticated web role. So I'll just click on all, untick authenticated, go edit, and then make sure that this is no. So once that's done, I can sync my page, and now let's refresh each one of these browsers and see what the role is. So you can see that the changes have taken place. So this one is internal user, and this has a web role of internal users and authenticated users. By default, or every user who is authenticated will have this authenticated user turned on. Likewise, this is an external user who has external and authenticated users and so on. And this one here doesn't have any web role, so that's fine because they haven't signed in yet. Cool, so we're almost halfway there in customizing the view. So all we need to do now is put in some extra liquid code in VS Code, and then we should be good. So we are back in our VS Code on the browser. I'll just put in this liquid code here and I'll explain what it means. It's basically saying assign isAdmin, which is a liquid variable, assign this value to true if the user has role called administrator. Now you need to make sure that this administrator spelling is exactly the same as you would find it here. So over here as administrators. Similarly, all the other web role spelling should be exactly the same. So you can see that I've got a space here. Make sure to remove that space. Again, this is the same. So make is internal true if the user has a web role of is internal, and external if they have an external web role. Now you need to go and put in some liquid if and else statement. So I've gone ahead and put in the if and else statement by myself. So all this is saying is if admin, then show this block of code, else if internal, show this block of code. If you want to target only authenticated users, you can just go else if user. So this would by default mean that the user is authenticated. Otherwise, you show them this one, which is for the unauthenticated user. So go ahead, save this, go back to Design Studio, sync the page, and then let's see what we get. So I'm just refreshing all the browsers, and you can see that for unauthenticated user, I can only see this, and I'm scrolling, I can't see anything else. For authenticated user, I can only see the auth user. For admin, I can see only this web admin. I can't see like any of the other ones. External, similarly, everything is working. So that's awesome. Now you can actually take more advantage of this sort of custom view. For example, let's say you're a web admin and you need to pull in lots of libraries that will help you debug the code or do some metric calculations and so on. What you can do is you can put your script tags here, or you can like put in your link tags here, and then you'll only pull in these resources if you are the admin, if this gets displayed. Otherwise, you won't be pulling in any extra resources. And because this is all run in the server side, you can rest assured that your code won't be visible to other users who don't have access to it. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, then make sure to share and give a thumbs up. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me on LinkedIn or you can type in a comment below. Thank you.